Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back for another video. In today's video, I want to take a look at linear finance, which has done very well over the last few days, and I just want to do some kind of analysis to see where we're going. Have we peaked? Do we have another leg up? I'm curious about that. This is not a cryptocurrency that I own, but it's on my radar as something that is worth keeping an eye on. And so there's a few things I want to point out with linear, and I'm just doing technical analysis. I'm not looking at this from a fundamental perspective. There's another video for another time. Now, linear has had some odd movements lately, and it started about, 3 months ago in February of 2023, where we see this huge volume spike in linear just climb like crazy within one day. And then a little bit about a month later, it did something very similar. It did a double peak and then went right back down, not all the way back down. And looking at the fibs in this area, you can see a rejection at the 702 after it broke through that. But really, there isn't much to pay attention to with the fibs for up until right about now. And so you can see really nothing new, no 1.618 extension there, about a 1.618 extension here. And I do have a new fib level that I'm drawing here, but the fibs don't tell us much of the story when it comes to linear finance, aside from the fact that there was a double peak, a 702 rejection before another leg down. But when you look at the linear finance according to the 21-week EMA and the 20-week SMA, it does tell us a little bit of a story here of a cryptocurrency that seems to be, when it comes to respecting some kind of a level, it's respecting these moving averages, the 20-week SMA on the bottom, the 21-week EMA on the top. And then you look right again, we went right back down to the 20-week SMA, 21-week EMA, held that as support before the next leg higher. And so looking at that and looking at where linear finance is right now, according to the fibs, let me remove this fib, let me add this fib. And what you can see is we're doing something with the fibs right now as of this moment. You see the bottom of today, the lowest price of today was right at the bottom of that golden pocket there. And we're trying to hold the 702. I think we're going to see a daily close below the 702. And so then here's the question, where do we go from here? What's a good buying point before a next leg up? Or do we have another leg up imminent? And to answer those questions, I want to say first, I don't believe that we're going to see a new high in LINA, linear finance, like tomorrow, the day after, even next week. I think that this was a local peak, just like that was a local peak, that was a local peak, that was a local peak. I believe that this right here was a local peak. I don't believe we're going to hold the golden pocket. And so where do we go from here? Well, I mean, obviously, if we're not going to go up, we're going to go down. But volume, huge volume spike, 4 days in a row of a pretty significant buildup in volume, and then volume is decreasing again. People are taking profits. I don't think we're going to respect the fibs aside from the golden pocket, and so where do we go from here? I'm thinking, again, we're going right back down, just like we did those previous times, right back down to these moving averages here. 20-week SMA, 21-week EMA. And it seems more so that we're holding the 20-week SMA. So if you see, that's where I'm going to be opening some longs. And you got to be patient because it does spend a few days there. It does wick below. But I'm going to be looking to open a long when I see, and I do expect this with a great deal of confidence, when I see, and if I'm wrong, I'm just not going to touch it. But when I see LINA, let's say over the next few weeks, we're seeing the moving averages rise. We see it rise maybe around right here. I mean, that would put us in July of 2023. That is when, I'm not as concerned about the date as I am about the price and with the moving averages being where they are. So maybe around 1.25 cents is when I'd be interested in. But really what I'm paying attention to, again, is where's the moving average? Where's the price? I believe the price is going to trickle down somewhere to these moving averages, maybe hang around there for a few days, a few weeks, and then another bounce higher. That is what's on my radar. But, I would love to hear your thoughts. Maybe I'm crazy for thinking that this is a local top for LINA. I don't think I am. Looking at the tokenomics, looking at the supply dynamics, I think there's too much pressure. Looking at the fact that, people who bought here are very much in profit. I think there's too much pressure over the next few days and weeks to send us higher. That the downward pressure is just too strong. What incentive does a trader have here? If we were in a bull market, yeah, I would say this is a great place to buy. We are in a bear market. So again, local top, we're going to go down fairly significantly. I mean, I'm calling for more than a 50% drop from that local peak. But, if this is the pattern for LINA, there's so much money to be made with trades. And that's the thing that I would hope that you would be excited about. Don't let my negative short-term analysis cause you to lose sight of the bigger picture. There's tremendous opportunity here. And that's why it's on my radar. That's why perhaps it should be on yours. But that is all I have for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful rest of your week, and I will most certainly be seeing you in another video. Peace.